Greetings, travelers. Just give me a second. I've been kind of running myself ragged today. Trying to get this right. Hang on. There we go. Hang on. Gotta get my... There we go. But yeah, continuing from what happened yesterday. Sorry, I've had to get the multiversal pair of wrenches out. But yeah, today's going to be about finishing the Division to story mode. That way I can focus on having fun. But yeah, first off, let's focus on talking. Yesterday, I didn't state this, but I made friends. Now, these friends are different from the usual ones I hang out with. So, like I said, let's have some fun. Yeah, I know I said I would be doing, how do I say it? I was going to do Return to Moria today, but I didn't feel it. I'll do it tomorrow, but having fun in this game, I've actually been doing really well for myself. And now I'm part of a new clan. Hang on. Done. Oh, fate. Waiting for it. This was a little too strong. Patience. Once we begin, we will not stop until we beat the final bosses of the True Sons and any enemies that come after. Because I know for a fact that there are going to be some spoilers involved. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm back. Next round of coffee's gonna be a little bit less strong. Hang it. I got some work to do on a little special project I'm working on for the yeah, I look like an old soldier. All right, here's what needs to happen today. We got one last outpost to clear out. Yesterday, we cleared out the arena in the first round. She's during stream, she post stream. Second, and then we cleared out the outcast home base on Roosevelt Island. Now comes the hard part. Capitol Hill, home to the damn monsters known as the True Sons. They were the ones who were willing to use the poison gas to basically try to fix their, actually make the country theirs again. They are a villainous, self-righteous community, and it's time we take them down. Time that they face the wrath of the Dragon Kings. Why was it tilted? Stronghold unlocked.
We got two goals here. One is to keep the True Sons out of their castle, just as President Ellis put it. But more important than that, we need to get back his briefcase, which has to be somewhere in that building. The case has an RFID tag that Isaac should be able to detect when you get close to it. Ellis says that briefcase is the key to retrieving samples of a medication that's supposed to cure viral infections. So we'd never have to worry about something like green poison ever again. That's a pretty big deal.
Detected. The control point in proximity.
Taking the capital will deal a huge blow to the True Sons. But the priority is to get back the briefcase President Ellis was carrying aboard Air Force One. Kelso's waiting aboard a helicopter to extract it as soon as you secure it. If what Ellis told us is true, a lot depends on getting that case to him. You'll have civilian assistance to get you through the perimeter, but you'll be on your own once you're inside.
Clear. First thing I'm doing is clearing out any potential reinforcements that could come from this area.
Smoke out! Screen will cover you most of the way, but move fast. Watch out for mortars and that fucking autocannon!
I'm seeing mortars on the roof, and he's got a lot of hostiles ahead. But it looks like the smoke's working. The autocannon seems to be firing blind. reinforcements converging on your position.
Get round! Cover it!
Clear, clear, clear!
Don't have line of sight. Give me a second. Fine. We just lost him. Can't see them. Get out of there! Let's rock!
Looks clear.
All right, push forward.
Push it.
More hostiles headed to you. have a clear approach to the entrance.
Eggies.
Then it's time to get in there and finish this.
God damn it. Still got the encoding lag. Reach now.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Sir, proximity charges just detonated in the rotunda. They're inside. Move to intercept.
Electronic device detected. System malfunctioning.
Because many of you are new to the unit, I want to go over the ground rules. The rules apply.
Electronic signature detected.
That's the RFID code we're looking for. The briefcase must be close. Copy that, Kelso?
Loud and clear. Standing by.
System offline. System disrupted. System reactivated.
Come on, speedballs.
Once you acquire the briefcase, head to the roof of the rotunda and wait for the helicopter.
That mortar team is still up there.
Understood. They'll need to be cleared before the helo can approach.
Football collected. You'll do nothing.
Go fuck yourself!
No.
Got a man down! Screw you, agent! Too close! Stay out of it, agent!
General, the division most likely has the briefcase.
They'll try to evac it. Do what you can do to delay them.
Sir, yes, sir. We're on it. We're on station outside small arms range. Good visual on the Capitol.
Portable electronic device
Time to
detected.
teach these bastards a lesson in honor.
Identify!
no one stands against.
Gonna finish off that agent.
Perfect times. Yeah.
On me. Cover won't save you.
No, and it won't save you either.
Intruder! I'll finish that agent.
Bastard off me! Harvest shot to hell!
I'm out! Reloading! Quick! Go for the flank! Come out! Finish this! Yeah!
When the roof is clear, send up a flare to signal us.
We're Spaz 12. First. Perfect.
I want him back!
Rock and roll.
Go.
It's too late for you.
No, it's too late for you, bitch.
Let's go. You picked the rock. Can't see the target. Changing position. Roger, come. Order received.
Pull back. Pull back.
Yeah, wait.
No, first!
Move it.
Rooftop looks clear.
Copy. Awaiting confirmation.
All right. When you're ready, set up a flare so we can get that briefcase somewhere safe.
Holy shit. Just got jammed. That woke me up. We need to bug out until the airspace is clear.
Son of
Copy
a
that.
bitch.
Those anti-air defenses have to go.
The missile came from the east side of the building.
I'm seeing 2 radar trailers on the east front.
Must be guidance for the SAMs. Take them out by any means necessary so the helo can approach.
Ridgeway, I'm betting I'm gonna have to take you down too. All right. You took over this city.
Portable device detected.
There we go. We're fully.
Okay, I have eyes on you. You're coming up on those radar trailers.
Knock them the fuck out and let's get this shit done.
First things first.
Fuck the division.
Overriding.
Evading.
Have some more!
Big target taken down. You first,
Taking
dick
evasive
no.
action.
Eyes on that movement! I'm gonna need a new plate!
One of ours is KIA. I need to fucking reload.
Confirming one trailer out of action.
Okay, knock out the other one.
There's another launch. Maneuvering. We're clear.
No line of sight!
Another miss.
Ah, taking way too much damage.
Eyes on your flank! Destroy them! I'm a target!
Incoming.
Damn it!
Come on, come on, motherfucker. All right. Go, my boys.
Second trailer down.
Go.
Don't talk to me, guys. Get in the way.
No further contacts. Area secure.
Copy that. Coming to you. The cargo hook is on its way down. Stand by to attach the briefcase. We have the briefcase. Taking fire. We're out of here. We've got a whole bunch of hostiles headed to you.
Moving to cover.
I'm in a bad way over here.
Ridgeway's down. Clear rest of targets. Clear rest of targets.
The briefcase is secure. True Sons lost their stronghold. And General Ridgway has been neutralized. Of all the toys on my map I've been waiting to knock over, that fucker was the one. A lot of good people from my old unit are dead because of him. Some even went over to his side. Set up a flare from the front steps to signal the all clear. Then come on home. Let's celebrate.
True Sons evicted. Maybe now. This nation can rebuild. Green poison gone. Dealt with. Victory! We have victory! It's not over yet. Success is just Ooh. A day to celebrate. The The division have literally saved the nation's capital. However, huh? Walkers.
Who the hell is attacking us?
Their markings match a government security contractor called Black Tusk.
That's fucking ominous. Where's Ellis?
Missing. No sign of a struggle.
We need to get to the cure.
I'll mark the location. Don't be reckless.
Agent, get there when you can. I'll be standing by at the site.
Entering safe area.
Heading back first to the White House. Uh-oh. There we go. Ooh.
Hello. Later.
Okay. It looks like someone's trying to force their way in.
I think you want to check this out. Great doing business, sir.
Our armor has increased. All right, let's check. So far, we've neat. Hang on, everyone. I'm just checking my stats. Yeah, I'll probably end up getting another emote and weapon skin. Ooh, new hat! Some new shoes. All right. I know exactly what to do with this. All right. All right.
Black Tusk are trying to swoop in and secure the hyena stockpile. We can't let that happen. Those supplies could do a lot of good for people in need.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Faction territory war. Enemy factions have been pushed back from missionaries and strongholds by Black Tusk. War for territorial control is now raging, with each faction trying to expand their area of influence. Factions will now dramatically capture control points and move around the map. In other words, killing time again.
It's a big building, so be prepared to secure both concourses.
Lost another guy! Line 'em up! Lost a man! Tango built that! Damn it! Back off!
Once you clear the exterior, do a thorough pass on the first concourse.
All right. This gun isn't really helping. We're in enemy territory.
I've got your back. I'm taking you down. I'm hit again.
Never even needed the armor. Pulls.
System malfunctioning.
I'll go for the gun. You're good to go.
System restored.
Engaging enemy.
Confirmed. Sending the UAV.
First outbound.
Retreat. Okay, that's it.
Keep clearing out Black Tusk as you find them.
I really want to get that more advanced weaponry and armor.
Take him out, Agent.
Hope we all are doing good today. Yeah, I know,
System disrupted. System back online. System malfunctioning. System reactivated.
All right.
System disrupted. System restored. System malfunctioning.
They're gone.
System reactivated. System disrupted. System curtailed.
Hold him down. I've got your back.
System back online. System malfunctioning. System reactivated. System curtailed. System back online.
UAV is up. Support system deployed. On the armor. Reloading. Got your back. Can't see shit. We lost one. You can't keep that up fast.
Electronic device detected.
Probably a computer. Check to see if there's anything useful on there.
Download complete.
According to this report, Black Tusk was covertly supplying the hyenas with tech and weapons for months, just to keep the city at a constant boil. Well, they aren't just stealing hyena supplies. They're taking back their property.
Oy.
I can't believe the Black Tusk were supplying the hyenas this whole time. Swings a few things though.
System malfunctioning. System restored.
Nice try, buddy. I'm harder to take down than a cockroach.
What's out there?
Here, I'll go check.
The enemy!
Keep it up.
You lost everybody, bud.
See that turret? Oh, don't.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get much good shit out of this one, am I?
No survivors. Out. Let her match. Hit. My sightline's blocked.
Taking a shot. Contact here.
Drones are free!
Protect the place.
Down.
Firing.
I'm seeing activity in the mall, but I can't tell what they're up to.
Yep, it's war. Take care of this. Huh. Lot of junk. I haven't once had to reload my armor.
Satellite uplink detected.
Find the source and cut it off.
I got one. Tango built that one.
Tango is flanking us.
Airburst deployed.
System curtailed.
Come on.
System reactivated.
There it is.
Bypassing encryption. satellite uplink.
Oh, really? Is that how you want to play it? Well, here, meet Mr. B.
Zero. Need my help? They're moving around us.
I got one.
I got a casualty here. You'll be okay.
All right. That's it.
The uplink has been disconnected. Good work. I'll get our tech guys to try and analyze the data they were pushing, but it looks heavily encrypted. For now, just keep moving.
Oh, that was close. Almost had to do the respawn nightmare. Or better, worse yet, actually pull out one of my...
Hey, this is Lane. I think we got everything of value from the warehouse. The hyenas kept some weird shit here.
Roger that. The division is nearly at the garage. Don't let me down.
Show yourself right now.
Have you checked here? Weapons free.
Target's in your head. Let's move.
Whoever Lane is, sounds like he's waiting for you in the garage. Time to go say hello.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. But first, let's...
This doesn't end well for you.
Oh, I assure you, it will. All right.
I'll fix the mini tank.
Fucker. Using a... Dirty pool, man! Dirty pool!
Sounded like a hell of a fight. Now, process of elimination says that K is in the arena, which means heading through the old hyena drug lab.
Hey. You know, Lane, you're the first person today, this mission, to actually force me to pull armor or patching. Pull one of the armor kits. Consider yourself fortunate that I killed you so slowly. Because I killed you. Before we start, I'm going to take a short break, and when we get back, we'll continue this onward. See you in a bit. And I'm back. Shall we knock on the door? Get around the sucker.
Hey, put down. All right. Contact. Over.
There's only one way this is gonna end, boys. With each of you, with you all 6 feet under.
The remaining Black Tusk have nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Kay is cornered in the arena. Take her out.
You got it. not really giving yourself much cover there, buddy boy.
System malfunctioning.
I need cover!
System restored.
He's dead! Firing on hostile.
All hostiles neutralized. The arena's back under our control. Good work.
Our first introduction to the Black Tusk security forces. Advancing invasion. Okay, this area is now under our control. Once more. Unfortunately, I cannot afford to get. Hmm.
The campus project is ready for completion, Agent.
What the? All right. R4. Oh.
Agent, we got a project ready for completion at the campus.
Hmm. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna look up something. How to use gear mods. Okay. Hmm. All right. We're having to head back to the campus to take it over. Meaning we're probably going to be fighting our way all the way through. Damn it, I got lag.
They're waiting for us?
Electronic device detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Incoming hostiles detected.
All right, you picked the fight.
Reinforcements en route.
Territory retrieved.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Watch out! They're sneaking up on us.
Woo! Have to change position. Crap!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Sight up. Keep him busy.
Agent, we got a project ready to be completed at the campus.
Supply room access unlocked.
Level 36, nice.
Sweet! We could have done that without you.
Uh-oh. What was that? Not bad for your first day.
Let's go!
Okay, where'd we get? Nice. Ooh. Time to go back. But I can't. Why is that the only one that's...
what we do? People like you. You're about to find out.
Incoming hostiles detected.
And that's what we call taking out hypocrites.
I'll never be able to thank you enough for this. Thank you for everything.
There's still one out there.
Hostile control point detected.
Not my priority right now. Nah, fuck it. We're gonna have to take back this entire city.
Reinforcements incoming. Heavily armored hostile detected. Hostile broadcast detected. Supply room access unlocked.
Looks like shotgun Sam wins again.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Sending to God.
This is your last mistake.
It's true.
Time to clear this out.
Friendly control point nearby.
Yeah, I remember I was the one who set that up.
Hey, Agent, come in.
That's a little hard to talk about Stan. I mean, we all knew him, right? There's no getting around the fact he was a son of a bitch. But that's exactly why he's gonna be missed. If you measure a person by how well liked they are, in the traditional sense, you aren't getting the full picture. And that's definitely the case with Stan. The only way I can think to say it is that Stan was essential. It's not exaggerating to say that without him, we wouldn't have made it. Because the characteristics that sometimes made him tough to be around, especially but not exclusively when he was awake, helped build this place. Protect it. Better it. I'm gonna miss the son of a bitch.
Looks like we gotta take back Judiciary Square too.
Target is near you, Agent. Target near you.
All right. We're hunting a bounty.
Target spotted.
Detected. Near location. Guarded by hostiles. Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Target neutralized. Good work.
Another bounty down.
That's another one down. Good job, Agent.
Civilians in distress.
Ooh, nice. Oh, I'm almost to 1 million armor. Just a little bit more. All right. Short break. Oh boy. I have to call it after hour 4. All my hands up. What the? Found a back entrance to the campus, at least. Settlement blocking.
Hostile broadcast detected. System breach initiated. System breach at 25%. Picked up. System breach 50% complete. System breach at 75%.
screwed that up royally.
Hostile broadcast picked up.
Answer the key.
System disrupted. Control point detected. System back online.
This is a good gun.
I see them. Mark, down there.
Hostile broadcast detected. System breach started. System breach 25% complete. Hostile broadcast picked up. System feed at 50%.
Where is it?
System breach 75% complete.
Come on. We moves, blast him.
Hostile broadcast detected.
Actually did it. Ah. This entire day has been kind of a screw up, a layup. Okay. Eventually, we do have to take back entire towns. Why do I...
There's nothing like
nice.
a crossbow with explosive bolts to give you bang for your buck.
This is actually a lot cooler than a...
That rifle pack's quite a kick. There's nothing else like it.
Thomas?
My back is killing me.
Ooh. Military M9.
wish I had a complete set of socket wrenches. You never find the 5/16 when you need it.
I now have each and every mod.
Could use some more crafting materials. I really should make myself a nice comfy chair.
All right. Ooh. Hey, that doesn't give a boost to your defense.
For something special?
Keeping that one.
Need help crafting something?
Time to begin work. All right. One's closest.
I don't know about you, but
Ready.
Reinforcements en route. Heavily armored hostile detected.
You're going down! He's flanking! Watch your back! He's dead.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I have the chain gun.
Hostile detected.
Minigun go burr. Ooh.
The stockpile's running low. We can really use your help.
Drink your beer. We are here. Drink your beer and see your
Thanks to you, I think we're full up now.
Us will. Oh yeah, drink your beer.
Friendly control point nearby.
Take you! I'll watch your back! Stay the turret! Help!
Nice. This gun's actually pretty powerful.
Friendly supply convoy detected.
First kill tonight. Okay. Let's find a way in. Ooh. Holy shit, that thing is powerful.
The hyenas have been leaving supplies from the old police station. If we could gain control of the building, we will deprive them of resources that we could use to our advantage. and I will run you through this one. The hyenas have a stockpile of riot gear at the old police station. Armor, smoke grenades, that kind of thing. If we can recover those supplies, then they can't use them against us.
And more importantly, we can use that against the hyenas and the true sons. I wish I can join you for this one, Agent. Good luck. Agent, I know this is against protocol, but remember I asked for help with a personal matter? Well, if you see a working computer, can you search for case number 8150 and check the status? It should be a murder case.
And when you're dead. Motherfucker. Once momentum starts the build!
Case number 8150 data file downloaded.
Jackpot. I knew they had a suspect. Agent, can you do me another favor? Can you check for the evidence from that case? It should be in the evidence file.
We believe they're keeping the supplies in the parking lot. That room should be on the way there.
Ooh. Loot the soda can machine. Huh.
Scanning.
That's the evidence. Thank you. I owe you one.
Okay, Agent. Now let's hit these guys where it hurts.
Ooh. Oh, an L86A2.
Good work. I'm sending a team to recover the supplies.
I was slightly biting my tongue on that the entire time.
A friend of mine was murdered at the beginning of the outbreak. I can look into it now, thanks to you.
First things first, kill the assholes.
Who the hell are you people?
This isn't actually that easy, but I'm feeling very cathartic. And this is actually more therapeutic than you think. Come on. Leading the charge and just wait for the
They flanking us!
Yeah, probably head back to the safe house for now. And I shall be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and get dinner. But before I do, let's get some YouTube on. Come on, work. All right. All right. I'm gonna set you guys up with a movie or something. Oh shit, wrong one. Oh, I know. Give it a minute. Fine. This is a favorite of mine.
Earn up to $130
Not
for
this
your first
sad.
2 plasma donations with flexible hours.
A kind of chosen one.
I'll wait.
Does the Black Moon howl? No, not yet. See the boy. He was born in a time before names. There weren't enough humans around to need them back then. He was one of a handful occupying a coastal village, using a tongue long since dead. They eked out a simple life, hunting, gathering, fishing. The only thing on most of their minds was surviving to see the next sunrise. Yes, a simple life, free of complications, until the hermit appeared. The boy would remember this man for eternity, haggard and thin, skin weathered by time and pain. A man that, emaciated, walking with a long, gnarled cane that honestly looked healthier than he did, shouldn't be alive. Even the boy, who had scarcely seen beyond the bounds of his village, knew that the hermit was unnatural, an aberration, an anomaly. He walked into the center of the village, sat down on a large stone, and waited. Nobody dared ask his business, nor what the hermit waited for. Then, a few days later, the Black Moon howled. The boy saw the village's youngest hunter freeze one evening while out on a walk. Not simply stand still, but freeze. Then, for an instant, he became solid black, a coal statue, and as soon as he'd changed, he was gone. Obliterated, not a trace of him remained. Such is the power of the Black Moon. It can make any conscious being disappear in an instant, turn black, then wiped from our plane of existence, never to be seen again. Its choice of victims seemed, at each instance, to be utterly random, but it would come for all who lived eventually. This is known to some as the howling of the Black Moon. Later that same night, the boy found himself talking to the hermit, who asked with small, frantic eyes what he had seen. When the boy told him, he let out a deep, rattling sigh. The boy, curious, asked him if he knew about the nightmare he'd just witnessed. The hermit looked up. He'd been the first one in the hermit's millennia of pursuit that had ever asked. In that moment, he knew that he had found his successor in the hunt for the death of ages. The hermit told the boy it went by many names. The Great Finale, the Pale King, but most common of all was the Black Moon. The entity existed beyond the veil of our reality, a creature of pure energy, though nobody could really be sure of its true nature. The hermit had been tracking it, learning about it, and trying to destroy it for thousands of years. And yet it only took him 4 pathetic minutes to tell the boy everything he knew. The boy, knowing still that something about the hermit was unnatural, asked how he came to be in this position. The hermit told the boy he was the counterbalance, a kind of chosen one, destined to face and perhaps even defeat the Black Moon someday. The counterbalance receives a number of truly extraordinary gifts for inheriting the responsibility: eternal life, eternal youth, near physical immortality. But they will be haunted by their purpose, doomed to watch everyone they love die around them, as they continue to hunt their only true equal and opposite, the Black Moon itself. The hermit in his own eyes had failed at his duty. He had grown weary, and now he needed to pass the duty of counterbalance on to another. That other would be the boy. He felt a sudden and profound change, along with the knowledge that nothing would ever be the same again. He was no longer just the boy. Now, he was the counterbalance. He watched the hermit give him a slight nod of respect, and then crumble into dust before his eyes. The boy, the counterbalance, looked up at the sky and saw the stars twinkling. so bright and so beautiful. Little did he know his battle with the Black Moon would outlast every single one of them. Does the Black Moon howl? Not without blood. The boy grew into a man as his village aged and then died around him. Decades passed, then centuries, then millennia. Tens of thousands of years watching humanity develop and grow around him as he continued his pursuit of that one elusive foe. As science and diagnostic technology gained ground, absorbing and then evolving beyond all the old superstitions, the counterbalance gained a better understanding of the Black Moon, though even then, it still remained essentially a stranger. The entity was entropic, a being of pure randomness and chaos without consistent form. It didn't exist in our universe, but it could exercise its influence here with so-called obliteration events, much like the horrible fate that befell the young hunter from the village. But that was only the proverbial tip of the iceberg. The counterbalance tracked and noted obliteration events. They were exceedingly rare at first, something that occurred once every 1,000 years or so, like a terrible curse. But he couldn't help but notice a concerning trend emerging. It started happening once a century, then once a decade. He could feel the terrible future stretching out in front of him. How, over their shared eternity, the Black Moon would gain more and more ground. Would there come a day where it took someone once a year, once a month, a week, a day, an hour, a minute, a second? It'd spell the end of all conscious life, a total victory for the Black Moon, the end of the universe, the death of ages, a complete existential obliteration. He was swept up in a sobering realization. He couldn't win this fight alone. However, while his hunt for the Black Moon had been largely fruitless, the counterbalance had discovered many other things along the way. Strange creatures, objects with extraordinary powers, and events that couldn't be explained with rational science. Perhaps something about these oddities, these anomalies, would hold the key to defeating his timeless enemy. And it hadn't just been these objects, entities, and events. He'd also discovered some truly exceptional people on his travels, minds and skills that rivaled even his own, despite his age. Perhaps they would be the ones to help him win. With the 13 most brilliant and trusted people the counterbalance ever met, he just
Meet Shark CryoGlow, the new med-spa-inspired mask with under-eye cooling. IQ LED technology uses high-powered LED and deep infrared for visible results in just 8 weeks. Better aging treatment boosts collagen and is clinically tested to reduce fine lines.
Hang on, everyone. There we go. There's a playlist you can watch, I think. Here we go.
You've been walking for days. Your body aches. You're dripping with sweat from the heat of the sun bearing down overhead. And yet you're wrapped up in layers upon layers of clothing. Even your face is covered. And you're wearing thick black goggles so that not a single centimeter of your body is exposed. Your journey has been long, and you feel like you might die from exhaustion or from overheating due to these multiple layers of clothes. The dying is better than being exposed. You saw it happen when your entire team changed. The light cannot be trusted, not even for a fraction of a second. It's been like this for years. You've learned and survived through painful experience. Many of those you used to know cannot say the same. You've been alone for so long. You might have given up all hope if it wasn't for the distress signal coming from a nearby SCP Foundation containment facility. Site-46. Any kind of survivors would be better than nothing, no matter what kind of sorry shape they were in, as long as they were still human. You find your way to an opening in the side of a mountain and slide into the cave, hoping you weren't spotted. The whole world is crawling with those things now. You can't let yourself be seen. As you trudge down the cave towards the entrance, you see what looks like a huge black snail trail splattered on the ground, leading into the facility. You try to avoid it and press on. You don't even need a key card to enter. The door has been left ajar. The facility reeks of those things, but you can't see any of them. You just hope they've moved on and left some human survivors in their wake. The place looks abandoned. Every step you take echoes through the empty halls. When you find that the elevator's out, you take the stairs all the way down to level B5, Keter Containment. Lucky for you, it seems all the cells are empty now. The horrors that were kept inside of them have all long since flown the coop. You keep following that slimy black trail until you find an abandoned office. There are no people here anymore. Just a broken barricade, some empty medicine bottles, and a bucket that the people inside the office had apparently been using as a toilet. You breathe a sigh of disappointment at finding no one alive here, but you're at least relieved to be out of the sun. You can finally remove your jacket and head wrap. With your uncovered eyes, you notice that a nearby computer terminal is still powered up. You sit down at the desk and turn on the monitor. Because of the emergency procedures put into place in a K-class scenario like this, safeguards no longer apply. You can access all the information you need, up to and including finding out what actually happened.
Awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online. Play solo or team up with your friends. Play free today.
EVE to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do...
In the dull glow of a nearby emergency light, you see a dark shape slumping through the halls in shadow. You tense up, then exhale as it slithers off into an adjoining hall. You're safe, for now. The terminal has finally loaded and authenticated your access. You're staring at the file for SD Locke's proposal for SCP-001 when day breaks. It's the only name you can give the apocalypse your world is currently experiencing. This is one of the only anomalies in the entire history of the SCP Foundation to be given the Apollyon Containment class, meaning containment is truly impossible. SCP-001 is the most dangerous enemy that the Foundation and planet Earth has ever faced. It's always been the principle of the SCP Foundation to battle in the dark so that the civilian world can thrive in the light. But now the light has become the enemy. Anyone exposed to any amount of sunlight for even the briefest period of time is subjected to the effects of SCP-001, and those effects are beyond horrifying. The SCP Foundation Administrator released an urgent memo telling Foundation personnel to make their way to Site-19 at all costs, because they need all the help they can get. Those exposed to SCP-001 in the process are no longer considered human. Their new designation is SCP-001-A. These new entities are to be avoided at all costs. But in case of emergencies, the Administrator says it is permitted to cut off parts of your transformed comrades and eat them to avoid starvation. The memo empathically states that no attempt should be made to kill them, since you won't succeed. You'll just put yourself at risk. When the sun changed and became SCP-001, it instantly affected 6.8 billion innocent people. The second the visible light touched them, whether it was from the sun itself or even reflected off the moon, their bodies liquefied, melting like candle wax into puddles of living gelatinous slime. This effect isn't isolated to humans either. Any biological entity exposed to sunlight immediately underwent the same irreversible melting process into SCP-001-A, and the horror had only just begun. People transformed into SCP-001-A will remain shades of their former intelligence and personality. They may even try to will their new gooey mass into a shape resembling their original form. However, these individuals will lose their sense of self if they come into contact with other instances of SCP-001-A. When they come together, 001-A instances will bond on a molecular level, wading up into horrific giant blobs with only one purpose: integrating more matter into their bodies. That's why they have to be avoided at all costs. You continue to search the computer terminal for answers. Perhaps there was some kind of contingency plan put in place for this, some way to reverse the effects, or at least escape the nightmare Earth has become. Instead, you find a series of attachments linked to the SCP-001 file, detailing what seems to be the last days of the people who'd barricaded themselves in the facility. Most prominent among these were researcher Dr. Logan Igata, her wife Ari, a security officer named Commander Anad, and a few others. Dr. Igata had locked herself in the office where she recorded her final messages to the world. In the first audio log, Dr. Igata and her companions seemed afraid, but hopeful that there may be some way out of this situation. Dr. Igata reported that most of the workers at the facility were transformed during the initial event. Their melted bodies had fused outside the facility, and now they were trying to bust their way back in. The defenses had held so far, though, and they seemed confident they would hold long enough for them to figure out a way to escape this awful situation. You open the second attachment, an incident report, and realize things may not have been as hopeful as Dr. Igata let on. She reported hearing the huge mass of melted creatures hammering on the door outside again, begging for them to come out and experience the sun with them. They wanted desperately to add to their ever-growing biomass. In order to experiment with what exactly would happen, they sent out one of their few remaining D-classes wearing a full protective suit. He didn't last long. The huge creature grabbed him with tentacles made of reconstituted flesh. It began ripping off his protective suit as he screamed for mercy. It was a monster made of dozens of people and animals. He could never overpower it. The second the sun touched his skin, he melted away and was absorbed by the great mass holding him in place. Guns were ineffective against these SCP-001-A super entities. Fire would do no good. It seemed that extremely low temperatures were the only way to slow the immense blobs down, and even then, not permanently. There was one ray of light in the darkness. The site director had a secret tunnel underneath his office, connected to a tram that could hopefully take them directly to Site-19 without risk of SCP-001 exposure. It was a good plan, and by far the best option they had available to them. But the best plans often don't work in practice. You open the next attachment on the terminal. This time, it's a video feed. You can actually see Dr. Logan Igata, and she looks harrowed by what she's experienced. As it turns out, while the others, including her wife Ari, attempted to exit through the tunnel, something had happened. Dr. Igata heard Ari's voice over her radio, but there was something wrong with it. It was too low, too guttural, and filled with gurgles. SCP-001 had gotten her. She was changed. The monster from above had crawled in through the ceiling. It had taken them, all of them, and converted them into something less than human. Any hope of escape now seemed gone. Ari told Dr. Igata that it would be fine, that it was such a bright, beautiful day outside, and she was wasting it locked up inside that office. She tormented Dr. Igata with shared memories of their life and love, of that day in the sun where they bound their lives together. The monster with Ari's voice did everything it could to try to convince her to give up and join them, but she wasn't ready to go just yet. You look away from the screen when you hear a sound in the corner. You see a dark puddle of some unknown substance, and then some skeletal hands rising out of it. The hands are pulling themselves out of the puddle, followed by a skeletal face covered in matted hair. You have to stop yourself from screaming, until a flash from a nearby security light makes the figure disappear. It's a normal puddle once again. Your mind is playing tricks on you. You open the next attachment, another video, and see that Dr. Igata's condition has deteriorated. She looked pale, frantic, and thin. She was using a knife to draw her own blood onto a piece of blood-stained parchment covered in strange symbols. Igata ranted about her theory. What if 001 took the minds and bodies of its victims, but not their souls? Through performing some kind of arcane blood ritual, she hoped to at least rescue and keep the soul of Ari, even if her mind and body were lost. You open the next attachment. It seemed that Agata's ritual worked, but not in the way she hoped. The twisted soul of Ari driven mad by SCP.
The winds have changed, and a new age approaches.
SCP-001 had taken over the file. It begins corrupting the text of the SCP-001 file into crazy ranting about how futile it is to fight. It then cuts to an even more frightening video feed. Dr. Igata, in her sleep, tossing and turning in a makeshift bed in the corner of her office. The camera approaches her in first person and lingers over her sleeping body. An oily skeletal hand reaches past the camera and runs its fingers through Dr. Igata's hair. It's that exact same hand you saw reaching out of that black puddle earlier. You must have seen Ari's lingering spirit. With a lump in your throat, you open the next attachment and watch the video. You see Dr. Igata, now truly broken. She'd been haunted by Ari's demonic spirit for a long time now, and it has clearly taken its toll. She is waving around a handgun while she speaks. She now believes there's only one way to escape, but not like this. She doesn't want the gun to draw attention to her body. She doesn't want to become part of that mass, even if she is dead. She opens a drawer on her desk she's recording at and places the gun inside. Dr. Igata then apologizes to her loved ones who are likely long since dead or assimilated and turns off the recording for the last time. In that moment, you realize there's a single drawer in the desk in front of you. When you reach forward and open it, you see the same handgun Dr. Igata was holding is laying inside. You pick it up and study it, weighing your options. Perhaps there truly is no other way out. Then you see an update on the file. One more attachment has been added while you were studying the gun. You feel your heart pounding in your chest as you reach forward and open the attachment. The text has been changed entirely. The file on SCP-001 is now a poem, an ode to the sun and to the love they share. Then a video file spontaneously opens itself on the screen. It's a video of you, shot from behind. You see those oily, skeletal hands reaching for you in the dark, just like they did with Dr. Igata. In that moment, you panic and fire the gun behind you, hoping to scare off the spirit. Instead, the sound of the gunshots attracts something far worse. The immense blob of screaming, melted flesh charges towards the office. You try to barricade the door, but it is not enough. The flesh seeps and bursts through and grabs you in its meaty tentacles. You scream and try to escape, but it won't save you. Nothing will save you. The flesh carries you upstairs, out through the empty halls, out into the cave. You can see the light in the distance as the blob ferries you towards it. You won't be alone for much longer. In fact, you won't be alone ever again. Now check out SCP-001.
Sorry about that. We'll watch more of it another day. Till then, let's get back to work. I don't have much time left, today, we're gonna continue onward.
Oh, boop.
This place isn't safe. Grenade away! Ready turn in a new position.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Grenade in the air! Everyone out of my way! Where are you going? I'll get you for that! Need to move!
Access key detected.
Reloading!
Nice.
Hostage situation nearby.
Hyenas need to learn that they don't own this town. Yeah, I'm having issues on my end, so sorry about that. I may have to call it here on this. Oh, God. You know what? I think we're good to go for today. And that's why. But yeah, I'm sorry everyone. Game decided to futz up. Oh well. We'll call it here today on that and go find someone to raid. Hang on. Hmm. I've raided Celine already, so. You know, there's this guy I know. Well, I know of him, he knows of me. So I might as well give him a raid.
What am I doing? We want to... I mean, I guess brave. It's not going to help, though. None of this is helpful for me. I guess the issue is I'm attacking the wrong person at this point, so let's attack with Hell and Heaven. Ore Sanjo indeed, Karika, welcome. You joined us for some Marvel Rivals stream last night with Marin. Very nice to have your company. I suppose having a super AI doesn't automatically make you a brave. We've got another trick to show you. Hell and Heaven.
Hopefully I get this right.
Game of Gear again, go Gufo! Ha! Yeah. Ha! There he goes. Oh, he's pretty hurt.
And as always, I will see you next time. Have a good evening, everyone.
Look at his bubbly shoulders. Oh, a crit of 116. You'll have to do better than that to damage Gao Gaigo. Gao Gaigo, fuck yourself. Crestfall VT, thank you for